Hi, everyone.
Hi, welcome to Modern Polyamory. I'm Jan.
And I'm Kyle.
And today we are going to be talking about the subreddit Am I the Asshole?
Yes.
And we are pulling some really good gems from dating. And if polyamory is involved, a bonus. But yes.
So we're covering all kinds of relationships, monogamous or polyamorous.
Right.
There's no boundaries here.
No boundaries.
Are they the asshole?
Are they the asshole? We're going to be the judge and jury and decide.
You gonna have to bleep out ass?
No, this is rock and roll. We can say what we want. F-bombs.
Ass! Ow!
We can say asshole.
Wear the cool vest for it.
All right. So this one is... This one says, Am I the asshole? Used a dating app to boost my self-esteem. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 6 years. Before that, we were friends for about 3 years. My girlfriend is super loyal, and she always finds a way to cheer me up. We don't live together, so I always look forward to seeing her and spending time with her. No matter what, she becomes the highlight of my day. That's sweet. Aww.
Okay.
How is this guy the asshole?
So how do we get from there to...
The asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure why I've been feeling this way, but I haven't felt good about myself for the past few months. Career-wise, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. Emotionally, I feel like I go through this cycle of 1 week of feeling good and happy, and then 1 week of feeling like complete shit. I wake up late, don't want to get out of bed, loss of appetite, loss of interest in going to the gym. Physically, this probably has to do with me not being consistent in the gym. I don't feel good about my physical image. I thought it might be a good idea to download a dating app strictly to see if I was deemed as attractive by anyone and boost my self-esteem. My experience is that that's not work out well for men in general.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd go to a dating app for that.
Do your dating apps make you feel better about yourself?
No, my dating apps are like an empty warehouse. I feel lost and shouting into the void.
Oh, no. So my girlfriend found out and she views it as cheating. Am I the asshole? TLDR, I've been in a long relationship with my girlfriend and she's amazing. Overall, I haven't been feeling good about myself, so I thought it would be a good idea to download a dating app strictly.
Yeah, we could skip that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
All right.
You get the gist. So homeboy downloaded an app so he can feel better about himself, trying to fish for likes.
Yeah.
But that's a tough pond to cast your net in.
So first of all, OP, no, you're not the asshole, because I'm going to assume based on the context you didn't pursue any relationship.
That's true, yeah. But it's like, I don't know. I guess if you're traditionally monogamous, that would really be crossing a line for a lot of people.
What makes you the asshole, I think, is if you did carry on an emotional relationship with any of the women.
Absolutely.
That you talked to.
Also, I think maybe homeboy just got caught and he's like, how do I come up with a good little story? I'm gonna put this on Reddit. Yeah, so maybe he's just trying to cover up for some actual dating. But yeah, like if you're not feeling good about yourself in such a regular way,
yeah,
I'd probably talk to a doctor.
Yeah, or like
sounds like something's going on, like maybe medically or something.
Talk to somebody.
Talk to somebody, yeah.
Talk to somebody.
Don't jump on Tinder.
Yeah. What? The women of Tinder are not your therapist. Please,
no.
Please see one professional.
That might help. Okay, you got it prepped and ready for me?
Yes.
All right. On the next one. Am I the asshole for not wanting a poly relationship?
Yes. No.
Well, hold on. Here we go. I have a significant other that I do love very much, but sometimes they have just the most ridiculous request. We were talking on Discord, and then they asked me a question that kind of upset me. I would do absolutely anything for them. So they asked if they could ask a question. I said, yeah, go ahead, because I wasn't going to say no. Okay, ask the question already.
Right.
And then they said, there's a really cute friend of mine, and he wanted to know if he could date us as a poly relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I said no, because overall he didn't like the sound of me sharing my significant other with some dude I've never met before. So I said no, and I asked them if they were planning on saying yes. They said, Yeah, I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I got kind of upset because they were planning on it, but didn't want to come off as rude, so I decided to say yes to meeting him. It was fine at first, and they talked about how they met and stuff. Then, shortly after, the guy added me as a friend. We talked, and he was flirting. I felt comfortable around him and decided to tell one of my friends about it. I sent him the messages, and then shortly after replied with, "Put me in a group chat with him, and I'll handle this." I didn't want him to because I didn't want him to take the blame in case anything happened, but I ended up making a group chat with me, my friend, and the other guy. My friend gave the guy a piece of his mind, and the guy started insulting my friend with some very nasty words. He then left the group, and now I'm pretty sure he's going to tell my significant other. I've already prepared myself for a nasty breakup. I'm just waiting for the other message back. Am I the asshole for not wanting a poly relationship?
That is the least of their concerns in this.
That is.
Like, the polyamory is the least of their concerns.
There's a lot
going on. Yeah, no, you're not the
That's a little
asshole
much.
for not wanting a poly relationship.
No, that was kind of coming in hot. It was basically like, hey, I met someone else. Okay, I'd like to date them. No, I've already agreed to dating them. Okay.
That's a mess. And
then this other person just slips on in.
I know that everybody has their own way of going about things, but that is not a good way.
That's not it.
It's not it.
Not it, folks.
That's slup. That's messy. That's very messy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're the asshole for being messy.
I mean, the person writing this is not the asshole for not wanting to be in a poly relationship.
Right, exactly.
The other partner who agreed to dating someone without even discussing it.
Right.
Is the asshole.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, you are not the asshole.
Exactly. But for all of this being so messy, you're all the asshole.
I mean,
because that's a mess.
I think poor OP got the brunt of it. They're like, hey, I'm dating your partner, and then I'm gonna talk, and then you're like, well, maybe my friend can help us out. I guess that's where OP messed up. He's like, I'm gonna make a group chat over here with my friend, and then I guess rightfully so.
Oh my gosh. Okay, am I the asshole for muting a friend because all she talks about is her pansexuality and polyamory? So, oh my God, I hope this isn't about me.
It might be. Like, oh my, this is about me.
I talk about that a lot, but also I go to Burning Man, so.
We talk about Burning Man.
Talk about that a lot. At least I'm not a vegan. I mean, vegans talk about being vegan a lot.
Oh, do they anymore? I felt like they did like 10 years ago.
I don't know.
Now it's not. You're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Vegetables, cool. Protein's expensive. I'll have you over for dinner and it'll be super cheap.
I like the vegetables too.
They're great. Anyway.
So I have this friend named Ashley, and while we were not super close, we do have many overlapping circles, so we see each other a lot and are in a lot of group chats. We also used to comment a lot on each other's social media stuff. She's nice enough and can be really funny, but in the last year or so, she's come out as pansexual and polyamorous. It's all she talks about. At first, it was fine. I just figured she was excited about figuring out who she was and that she would quiet down eventually, but this has not happened. Every other sentence she speaks or types is about her latest boyfriend or girlfriend, how she doesn't understand how anyone can be monogamous or totally straight. And for the record, I am both of those things. She also constantly is promoting her OnlyFans.
Oh. Well.
I mean, fair.
That's fine.
Wow. I do not care about her sex life, and frankly, I do not want to hear it anymore. She's just become amazingly boring and honestly kind of offensive. So I figured the best way to not have to hear her anymore, but to not offend anyone, was just to mute her on all social media. So I did around 3 months ago. Right. Anyway, she noticed. She asked me in one of the group chats why I hadn't been commenting on any of her posts. I probably should have lied, but I couldn't think of one, so I just told her the truth. I muted her because her sex life has become all-encompassing and I was tired of hearing about it. She called me a bigoted and a prude. She tried to get the other people in the chat to come to her defense, and a couple did, but most said nothing. It's been a few weeks since this, and the group chat has been totally silent. I reached out to someone I'm closer with directly, and she said that the group's divided between people who think that I was the asshole and those who think Ashley is overreacting. I don't think I did anything wrong besides being a bad liar. So, judgmental internet, am I the asshole here?
No,
No.
you're not the asshole.
No.
Some
Also, your
poly
friend.
people can be really
Yeah.
all about it.
Yeah. Your friend is. If your friend's got new partners, Archie is like got main character energy today. That's hilarious. So if your friend is getting into polyamorous relationships that are new, your friend is experiencing new relationship energy, and that just slaps you in the head, stupid.
Yeah,
And it is all you can talk about, all you can think about. It is all encompassing. So you're not the asshole, but also understand that like your friend is experiencing something that's very intense for the first time. And yeah, I mean, NRE is something that you can only explain to somebody like kind of after they've experienced it.
Sure. But there's those people out there that really like hang on to eccentric tendencies.
Yes.
And then they wear them like big hats.
Well, sure.
And they like showing them off.
Yes.
They're like, look at me, look at me, look at me. There's definitely those types. And OP's acquaintance there may be one of those types. She may be trying to, get a little extra attention, validation for having a unique relationship style. So my recommendation to all the poly people out there, just be cool.
Yeah.
Be cool. Like if someone asks why you're dating so many people, you just let them know, hey, I'm polyamorous. And I'm at this point, I'm sure they've heard about it. There's been television shows.
For sure.
I'm sure Dateline did something.
Yeah.
60 Minutes.
Right? Yeah. There's all kinds of
something on PBS. Vice. I don't know.
Vice.
Oh, sure. Vice did something.
Shaft.
Didn't you watch them?
The polyamorous unicorn cult. Shaft, the leader of the polyamorous unicorn cult.
Yeah, like people know about it now, so you don't have to like play coy.
Amazing. He's like, I went to Burning Man, and he became enlightened that he needed to start this polyamorous unicorn sex cult in London. And they were doing shows and stuff for a while. It could be a whole other. He's great.
We could watch it as part of a.
Yeah. Oh, like a group watch. Yeah, we should set that up at the Discord.
All right, we got one more. Here we go. Am I the asshole for not messaging matches on a dating app? Pathologically shy 27-year-old cisgender straight woman nerd. I joined Bumble about a year ago. Great writing style. I talked to a few men, nothing further. Honestly, after a while, we just ghost each other and move on. I rarely use the app, maybe once a month, and sometimes even I match with a guy. My social anxiety kicks in, or I decide I would not vibe with them, so I don't message them, because it's scary. But, because of this, I don't swipe right a lot. It has been pointed out to me that essentially I'm ghosting these people by not messaging first, because woman has to message first on Bumble. This must be old.
No, that's true for Bumble.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. My brother said it is like I decided to take a man's ball and go home. Like, it's not talking to match is bad or a sign I'm stuck up. What are the dating app rules? Am I the red flag? Wow. TLDR. Am I the asshole for being on a dating app but not really messaging anyone and wasting other people's time? I mean, if you're matching with them,
you are.
You kind of are the asshole.
Yes.
It's like that's the point.
Yeah, exactly. With Bumble, you have to initiate the conversation, and if you're there and you're getting matches and you're not initiating the conversation, what are you doing?
Yeah, why are you on a dating app?
Yeah.
So,
but I also understand how bad social anxiety can be, and I'm sure that when you set up this account, you weren't setting it up like, I am never going to use this.
Yeah, like, I don't want to just be like, hey, sorry you're shy, but you're an asshole too. Right. Now a shy asshole. So, what are some...
But yeah, it's a bit of assholery.
Yeah, I mean, probably not try Bumble.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a dating app site, maybe find one where they'll message first. And then really, I guess, look yourself in the eyes in the mirror and say, am I ready to make a connection?
Right. Because that would be definitely wasting someone's time if you're making dates and then canceling them because you're too shy to go. I mean, I've had that happen before. And an amazing story to kind of cover up the anxiety of just not wanting to fulfill the date.
Yeah. Maybe the best method is just to accept the deep end approach. You're just gonna jump in.
Just jump in. Yep.
Yeah, go right to the coffee date.
Go right to the coffee date. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to go to the coffee date. You never know who you'll find.
You never know who you find. Yeah, absolutely. When I'm on the dating apps, it's I basically go, would I have a coffee with this person?
Right.
I'm not like, am I going to, buy land and procreate and have many babies with this person? I'm just like, would I have a coffee with this person? Right. Do they seem my type enough to get caffeinated with?
Yeah.
Am I the asshole?
No.
No, okay, good.
No, of course not.
Well, anyway, thanks for joining us on this new segment.
Yeah, that was fun. We should definitely.
I think we could do a lot more of this. There's so many of these.
There's a lot of them.
And if you have one that you would like us to talk about, send us a link.
Sure.
Tell us your story. Maybe you are the asshole.
Right?
Maybe
we would love to tell you about yourself.
Absolutely.
So until next time, thank you for tuning into Modern Polyamory. Be sure to check us out at www.modernpolyamory.com.
Yes, please do. The analytics have been really low. We could use the views.
Right.
Get in there. We got great blog articles.
All of the blog articles are there. I'm also posting them on Medium and then all of the social media. So
and then, of course, my library of nudes.
Yeah, his library of nudes.
They're incredible.
It's a scavenger hunt. You have to find them.
Please. But there's great articles. Anyway, visit our website.
Visit our website. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Jan, and this is Modern Polyamory.
It sure is. Right. What are we starting with? Gravy boat?
Gravy boat, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Modern Polyamory. With me is Jan.
Hi.
Our fearless leader.
No, don't say that.
And today we're diving back into the gravy boat of love. AKA, in fun terms, we're getting kind of love here.
We are. I don't know. We'll come to the end of the gravy boat when we come to the end of it.
I don't think the gravy boat will ever end.
No. It seems that every day something new is added. I hear something that I've never heard before. So
sure.
Keep making up stuff. It's awesome. We'll just keep defining it. Send them in to us.
Make some new words for us.
Yeah.
Let's diversify this lexicon.
Would you like to go first?
Sure. Here we go. It's a big one. Ethical non-monogamy.
All right.
A relationship structure where all partners are aware and consent to non-monogamy, whether sexual, emotional, or both.
This is the root of everything. Ethical non-monogamy is the root of all of it. It's the start of polyamory. It's where things progress from being monogamous to non-monogamous in an ethical way.
Yeah.
It's not hurting anyone.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, ethical non-monogamy.
Ethical non-monogamy. Now you know.
It's such an important one.
I know. First one.
What is this? Oh, gosh. Okay. A dragon. This is a bisexual man willing to join an existing couple. Oh, so I guess this is like the male unicorn.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Did you know this one?
It's rarely used.
I've never heard this one.
If this exists, it needs to be used a lot more.
So how do you train your dragon?
How do you train your dragon?
That's hilarious. Okay, I've never heard that. That's so fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fun.
Cool. Dragon. The male you
Prizes in the gravy boat tonight.
surprises. Dragons in the gravy boat.
Oh my goodness. What else is in here? All right, here we go. A quad.
Okay, yeah.
It is a gas-powered, four-wheeled, all-terrain. No, okay. Quad is a 4-person polyamorous group.
Right.
2 couples, usually.
Yep, usually.
But doesn't have to be.
No, it can be like quad is 4 people. So you can have like a married couple and then like, a bisexual gay male couple or something.
Sure. Or
you never know.
Wasn't what's her name in Parks and Rec in a quad in the first season? She had like 3 male boyfriends.
Right.
And they all kind of dated each other.
Yeah. I think that would be considered a quad.
I think so. It might have been only 3. But...
It might be like some weird conglomeration of a hinge or, not a V. The V.
A V, a double V.
Yeah, because like those guys were dating each other.
A W.
They were just dating her.
Sure.
So, stag vixen swinging, a non-humiliating version of cuckolding. I'm going to let you take this one because I don't know about it, but you do.
Okay, yes. So, stag and vixen, I was brought aware of this term during an exciting evening. And it's kind of like a Viking type Nordic feel to it. Like, it's like as stag vixen, so they like it's like power cuckolding, I guess. where it's like they they consider themselves almost like deities, so like giving yourself to others is almost like
yes, my wife, she's beautiful.
Sample the wares, ha ha ha, but know that they are mine. It seems very RPG roleplay, but I'm into it.
It sounds fun.
It's cool.
It sounds fun.
It sounds cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do this stuff, make it fun, right?
I'm gonna pull another one.
Yeah, you
I
should
didn't take that one.
Yeah, it was kind of.
I passed it.
It was bestowed.
I passed the buck.
The stag.
The stag, the buck. 100-mile rule swinging. This is a rule where partners in a don't ask, don't tell relationship can only see others when traveling a certain distance away.
I mean, whatever works for you.
I guess, yeah. This is one of those things that it's just like, I don't really understand why, but if it works for you, then sure, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, we have a lot of friends who work in the airline industry.
Right, but...
So for them, that could make sense.
Yeah, I mean, it could make total sense. But also, at the same time, like, I mean, if it's don't ask, don't tell, what is the distance? What different... yeah. I could have a whole segment talking about this.
It could be
because
like
in don't ask, don't tell, you're not telling.
Sure, and it could be a further safeguard.
Right.
Like you're not going to run into this person at Costco.
But how would you know if they don't tell you anything about them?
I guess they just want to make sure that those movie-style awkward moments are avoided at all costs.
Yeah, okay. So the 100-mile rule. It's not 100 miles. It's however many miles you feel comfortable with.
Sure. Could be 50.
Keeping your long distance partners, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. We're going in.
Sorry, I don't mean to be so judgy about it, but I just didn't see a point. I just don't see a point. I don't know.
What about 150 miles? Would it make a difference?
No, I think if it was not don't ask, don't tell, it would make a difference.
What about like county
lines?
One per
He
county.
was from the wrong side of the railroad tracks.
Hey, however you divide it.
We couldn't date.
At any measure of distance. All right, here we are. Next word. Agender.
Right.
A person who feels that neither binary gender applies to them, and that identifying a spectrum of those genders upholds the gender binary.
Yeah. Often
viewed as falling under the transgender umbrella.
Yeah, I also think that another word for that is non-binary. And I think that's what people say nowadays.
Yeah.
Instead of agender.
That's true, yeah. You don't
people say Yeah, you hear I'm non-binary, but you don't hear agender very often. But if you ever do, it's basically the same thing, as far as I know. If I'm wrong about that, please correct me.
Yep.
But yeah, so
let us know.
Right. I mean,
do you disagree with anything we say?
Right. We are open to people telling us we're wrong.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right. Okay. This is another one I'm just now going to know about. All right.
You got this.
Cowboy, cowgirl.
Oh.
So now we know why I don't know about it.
We're going to learn
I
today.
am not country strong.
I'm going to learn today.
All right. It's a relationship where an individual presents as polyamorous, but after forming a relationship, attempts to transition their partner to monogamy, effectively roping them off from the herd. Yeah. Okay.
You got it.
So I understand I just didn't know the name, but
Sure.
yes, I understand that.
She's new to the west side of America, getting used to all our slang terms there.
Yeah. I do think that it's legit and it happens.
Sure. And if you want to say it in a gender neutral way, you can call them cowpokes.
Cowpokes. Cowfolks.
Cowpokes.
Cowpokes.
Yep.
Yes. See, I'm very much not country strong. I don't know these things.
I mean, I just thought this was common knowledge.
Cowboy stuff?
Or that term for someone who tries to rope you away from the poly.
No, I didn't know there was a term for it. I just knew that there were people that do that. They'll get into the relationship and they'll be like, yeah, totally. It's fine. It's all good.
Barry's a total cowboy.
Yeah. Yeah. I've found that. And I've also found that along the binary of genders, it tends to be about even Stevens. And people would think that women do it more than men, but it's not true.
It's not true.
It's definitely not true.
Well, I think that wraps up another segment of the Gravy Boat.
Yes, and if there is a word that you have not heard us talk about, send it to us on the Discord, or you can email Jan at modernpolyamory.com.
Yeah.
And we will get it, and we will add it to the Gravy Boat, because we are running low.
Sure.
Oh, you said it.
We went that whole time but didn't say sure at all.
You said it.
I did. Intentionally.
Sure.
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 See you next time.
Sure.
Sure. Bye.